Hi, Kitty Pies. It is Lanickia, and I am coming to you with a new episode of The Bold and the Beautiful. This one to five. I mean, excuse me, 1 to 10. I would probably give it about a six. Yeah, it was about a six. Nothing really exciting happened. No real cliffhangers or anything of that nature. Um, okay. I mean, I guess it was some cliffhangers, but I mean, they weren't major anything like that's gonna make me rush to watch it Monday. um, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. So we see Brooke tells Ridge once again that she's letting him go. She's offering him the divorce. She says she loves him and she can't make him happy because she keeps messing up. And he's just like, I can't even believe this. Um, and I got Ridge is confused because for a minute there I thought he was really gonna tell her, no, I want to fight for us, because he just, I don't know, maybe he was wanting her to fight for him, or I don't know, but she's offering the divorce and Ridge is just like, I can't do this, I can't do this, and so he's like, I'll have somebody come back and send my things and everything. um so then we see Steffi and Thomas are talking, right? So Steffi tells Thomas, Steffi tells Thomas, Brooke did this to herself, and I don't feel bad for her, because at the office earlier, because they're at Steffi's house now. At the office earlier, you were acting like it was something, and something that Brooke could have prevented, or some. It's not Brooke's fault. And she said, but it's Brooke's fault. She could have prevented all this had she not been drinking and with Deacon and all that. And Thomas just because he knows about Sheila, so his mind keeps going back to everything that happened with Sheila, and it just keeps going back to that. And he's just like, he's conflicted, because on one hand he's like, man, I want my parents to be together, but on another hand he's like, what happened to Sheila is wrong. Excuse me, what happened to Brooke is wrong, and so he just doesn't know what to do. But Steffi is, she's giving Brooke no gas, no foot off the pedal. She's giving it to her. So then Taylor comes in, and Taylor's saying like kind of the same thing, that it's not Brooke's fault, and that Ridge is confused. And just seeing the interaction between Ridge and Brooke, you can tell he's confused, because he's just like, I just want you to know, I wanted us. I love you, and that's what he's telling Brooke and everything. So yeah, he's confused. He don't know what he wants. Um, and then Taylor says she's gonna go, and she's gonna get ready for bed and everything. She's gonna get ready for the night. And so Thomas gets a phone call as Ridge comes in, and Ridge, is saying he's happy to be here. And Ridge also let Brooke know that he was staying in the guest house. He's not even in the main house. He's in the guest house, because she's like, I'm gonna let you be with Taylor. And he's like, that's why I say Ridge doesn't know what he wants. And so he makes it to Steffi's house, and Steffi and Thomas are talking, and Ridge is just like, being here with you guys, with your mom and the grandkids, it's peaceful, and I just like the peace here. And Steffi is looking like, Thomas. But then Thomas gets a phone call, and he's like, yeah, I'll be there in a minute. So he tells his dad it's working, but before he leaves, he tells his dad, I love you and I want the best for you, right? And his dad is like, yeah. And but Steffi knows something's going on that he's not telling. But she's not pressing too hard, because she's like, why do you keep defending Brooke? Okay, so then we go to Steffi and Ridge talking, and she's just telling him, I'm so happy, and he lets her know, he's like, I'm concerned about Brooke. I was over there because I'm concerned about her, drinking more. I'm concerned what all of this would do to her. He's just concerned about her. And Steffi has to understand, yes, you want your parents together, but that was his wife, and he tells her that that's my wife. He loved her. He wanted things to work out with her. And so she tells him, but I know there's a woman here that would never do that. And he's like, your mom's here? And she was like, yes. So he gets up and he goes to Taylor with his confused self. He goes to Taylor, and he tells her that Brooke told him that she'll let him go, she'll give him the divorce that he's wanting. And he tells her um, that, and she says, "How does that make you feel? I know that's, gotta be a lot." And he kisses Taylor, and I'm like, Ridge, you was just over there with Brooke acting all confused. Now you come here like, sir, you don't know what you want. Why don't you stay away from them both until you figure out what it is that you want? Leave them both alone. How about you do that? But that's too much like right. So then we see who else was on today? Oh, we see Zende and Quinn are talking, right? And she tells him, "What happened to that engagement ring that you had me make for you?" And he tells her that he never proposed to Paris because they just, he told, he was like, but talking to her mom, I think I'm gonna propose to her. I thought we were, doing our own thing, but her mom is like, she'll definitely say yes. And Quinn was like, "Hey, go for it if the mom says that." So this man is, he said, "There's only one woman for me to be my wife, and that's Paris. And I think that's the same. I'm the only man for her." Sir, no, like, no, that is not the same for her. She's over here with Carter, and Grace has popped up. Grace has done a pop up on her. She and Carter. And so she's like, Carter's like, "Go upstairs," because he remembers what Grace told him, threatened him about, telling the Fosters everything that's going on. So he's just like, "Go upstairs and I'll handle this." And she's like, "No, we're grown and my mom needs to know how I feel about you." So she opens the door, and of course Grace is livid. And she's like, "Oh my gosh, I cannot believe you did this." And she tells Carter, "I can't believe you did this." And she's upset because she's like, "Paris, this man is no good for you. Like, Zende is good for you. He's the type of man you want as a husband. This man is a player. He, like, look at what he did to your sister. He broke her heart." And I'm like, this all kind of weird. Like, girl, why would you want this man? But she says, "Mom, I love him and he loves me too." And Carter looked over at her because on one hand, Carter is like, I think he does like Paris. Like, he really does like her, and he doesn't want to mess things up with her. But on another hand, he sees all the complications and everything. I don't know. I don't care about them. Like, y'all are making too much out of this. Like, either be together or not. It's wrong. It's all wrong, but y'all don't care who. Like, Paris is like, "I don't care who knows, and I want to be with you," and yada yada yada. But I think Carter's gonna send her packing with her mama, because her mama told her come with her, and she was like, "No, I'm staying right here, with him." So, y'all, that was the Bold and the Beautiful. So that was our cliffhangers. Taylor and Ridge kissing, Paris not telling her mom that she loved Carter, Zende trying to propose to this girl, and I'm like, sir. So, I don't know why. Like, Mama, Grace, leave this man alone and don't tell him to propose anymore, because he's gonna get his feelings hurt. Like, you're about to make this man get his feelings hurt. And that was it. So, guys, that was the Bold and the Beautiful. I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you on Monday for another week of episodes and reviews.